Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do your pick a card reading. Now, before we get into the reading itself, I would like to remind you that these readings are timeless, so whenever you found it, it was meant for you. And also remember that these are general readings, not one-to-one, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest. If you like my work, then please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and click the bell so you get notified every time I upload. If you are curious about the awakening process or ascension symptoms or channeled work from angels and star beings and such, then you can find my other channel below in the description box, which is called Pure Light Awakening with Nina B, okay? So, with further ado, let's get into the reading for today. Now, I have put 3 different cards here, and I have put crystals on top of them because there is also a word on each card. What I wanted you to do is try and pick from the image itself. So either there's something in the image or something in the crystals, or there might also be something in the timestamps, which you will find below in the numbers that will draw you to which card or which reading you would like. Now, this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3, okay, just to have that pointed out. And now let's look at the crystals. This is called Shiva's Eye, this is copper, and this is an amethyst donut. So, pause the video if you need more time. Sink into your intuition. Ask your angels and guides to guide you to pick number 1, 2, or 3. And I will be back in a moment and I will start with number 1. Okay, so removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you picked Shiva's Eye with this card, then this is the reading for you. So we will put the crystal up here, so it will be part of your reading. And what we're going to do with this card today, before I show you the name of the card, is, of course, the word will have something to say as well, but I'm going to intuitively read the image. Okay, so I'm going to sink into the image and I'm going to intuitively read it, and then also, of course, ask my team to come and help me in seeing and feeling what it is that is significant for you for this reading. Now, we also have other tarot cards and we have some oracle cards that we're going to use, but in the beginning I want to read this card. Okay, so let's look closely at it. Now, the word says symbolism, okay? So that's the only clue you have, is the word symbolism, and of course this image. So let us just sink into this image here. Okay. Okay, yep, thank you. Now, so I'm getting images and I'm getting messages here. My initial feeling with this is loneliness, actually. I have a feeling of either the need to be alone or feeling like you have been kind of pushed aside or in a situation where you had to be alone. But there is some sort of loneliness feeling in this. It doesn't have to be negative, but that's kind of a feeling I have. Okay, and there's something about the color white and something about rinsing or healing, solitude, the need for healing. And there's something about gracefulness. Okay, I'm gonna just sink deeper into this. Okay, so I'm also hearing the word fragile or vulnerable. Okay, so I have a feeling that you have been or are in a state right now where you are either feeling very vulnerable or you kind of need to open up to the vulnerability. So as you can see, it can be read in different ways. But that's the feeling I get, is I see an image of snow and white, and I see images of The white being very soothing, very calming, and the white being a symbolism also of healing and kind of rinsing or clearing something out. And I get the feeling of being alone, being secluded. I get the feeling of kind of being very gentle, graceful, kind of stepping very gently. And I have a feeling of self-nourishment, or the need for self-nourishment. So that's kind of the feeling I get. Now, also the word symbolism. Okay. Okay, so symbolism for me, of course, is about also messages you get from the spiritual realm. If there is special symbols that you see popping up in your daily life, or if there is a special number, or if there's a bird that comes to your window all the time, or you know, animals can also be symbols of communication with the spiritual realm. So, but for me, the symbolism also represents grace, the word symbolism, and you being that kind of expression or symbol of the white light and of the grace, of the feeling of grace, okay? Yeah. So that's pretty much all I can kind of feel into right now with this. But the main theme of all of this is healing, the need for being in stillness, or the feeling of loneliness. It can also be. And the color white and that gracefulness is kind of the main themes I feel, okay? So I want to ask the angels what they have to say. So I'm going to draw some cards from the angels here. Is there a message, angels, for number one? Is there a message, please, for number one? So I will pull one card from this. What message do you have for number one? Forgiveness and understanding. Okay. Yeah. Okay, one more card, please. One more card. Take charge and action. Okay. Yeah, okay. I want to draw also cards from this deck, which is an oracle deck. Let's see what they have to say from here before we pull some tarot. Okay, what other messages do you have, please, for number one? Mother Mary, yeah. Okay, so Mother Mary for me is very much about healing. It's about that need for that motherly energy, a need for the mother love, if you will. The need for more of that kind of graceful, amazing grace, that light. Forgiveness and understanding. I feel like you are a very forgiving person. I feel like you are always very understanding. You are that vulnerable, sensitive human being that walks with grace, and I feel like you have been very patient, and you have I feel like you've been misunderstood. I feel like people look upon you like too sensitive because of your vulnerability and your gracefulness. But that for me is of course a strength, but other people may not see it that way. When they say take charge and action, I would say regarding your self-nourishment, regarding your need for that mother love, for that light, for that grace, for that healing, okay? So for me, I would say that from what I hear from them, I have a feeling of great love for you from the spiritual realm, from the angels, okay? And I have a feeling that they're saying, keep on going. Do not let other people dictate how you want to live your life. Your vulnerability, your sensitivity is beautiful. And it is very important in this time and age that we have people like you on the planet, okay? So find the strength within you, or ask them for help to get that strength, to stand in that power, in that vulnerability that you are, that you have, that gracefulness that you have, that big heart that you have. And don't be kind of wavered, don't be pushed to another kind of route, okay? You have to keep on walking your path, even if it means being lonely, even if it means kind of walking this path alone. That then you have, I mean, you're never alone in that sense, because you have a huge team around you of spirits and angels that wants to kind of follow you and help you on this journey. So they are kind of encouraging you to just keep on going here, and being the beautiful you that you are, and don't let anybody else tell you any different, is what I feel. Underneath this deck, family. Okay. So for some of you, I hear that family has not kind of understood you, understood who you are and where you come from. For others of you, a family can be a support system. So you have to kind of take that as it resonates for you. They're also saying that they are your family, okay? They are your true family from before you came, okay? So that's also important. Now let us pull us some tarot cards from the Christmas tarot for more practical advice on this number one. What do we have for number one, angel spirits? What do we have for number one? The Knight of Wands. That is passion. So yeah, I feel like you have that passion, but you don't have that fiery passion, or that, or maybe some of you do, but I don't, that's not kind of what I feel in this energy right now. What I feel is more like that steady passion, that kind of vulnerable passion, that kind of subtle passion, where you have the passion, but you don't need to kind of shout it from the rooftops or barge ahead or be that forcefulness, because the forcefulness lies actually within the sensitivity within you, okay? What else do we have? Page of Wands, too. Yeah, both the Knight and the Page of Wands. So this tells me that you have lots of passion within you, okay? But as I said, it doesn't have to be that forceful passion or power and that other people consider to be a power. For you, I feel like your power is your sensitivity. It's your vulnerability. It's your connection with the light. It's your heart. It's that love that you bring to the table, okay? Because I have a feeling that you're an extremely loving person. I wouldn't be surprised if some people have called you an earth angel, because I feel like you have, that people look upon you, at least the people who understand this, who are spiritual, they look upon you as someone who is a huge light and that comes to this planet. And so, I feel like you're very important. I feel like you are... yeah, you're important, and your light is important. What you bring is very important, okay? Underneath the deck, you have Judgment, which is actually a call from the angels to you. So this is a huge message from them, saying that you are so worthy, and what the work that you are doing is so powerful and so important. So don't let anybody else tell you any different. I also want to pull some Wishcraft cards for you, number one. What else do we have for number one, angel spirits? What else do we have for number one? So it was this image here. Beautiful, beautiful image. And it says on the back, fly free. I receive messages from nature easily. So you might be someone who's very connected to nature, and that might be why you picked this card also, with the bird on it, because you feel drawn to nature and animals. So use that to your benefit, okay? To receive the messages through nature, because the spirit is not just kind of up there, if you will. It's all around us. It lives in everything that exists, especially in nature and animals. So you can connect with spirit through pretty much anything. And for you, I feel like nature is a very natural space for you to connect. Let us pull one more card. And this is the image. These cards are so beautiful. Okay, and underneath it says, flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. Okay. So that's kind of what they're encouraging you to do as well. And I would say don't look upon it as mistakes, though. They are experiences that you have had on this journey that has made you into the person you are. Okay. So don't look upon it as mistakes. It is just experiences. It's just kind of what you chose to play in before you came here, right? So just take it as an experience, as something you have as a human being learned to move forward. Okay. So I think I can lean down I have still a problem with my left arm, but I'm going to try and just lean down and pick a couple of charms from the bowl just in my hand, because I cannot lift the bowl, but it's down here to my left. So I'm just going to pick a couple of charms in my hand today. See what you get. Okay. So you got an ice cream. And ice cream for me is about indulging. Indulge yourself, give yourself the good stuff, and don't feel bad on prioritizing yourself and what you feel like you need right now. If an ice cream or goodies or whatever, a good hot cup of cocoa with marshmallows, if that's what you need right now, then that's what you need. So listen to your physical form, your body. What is it that you're craving? What is it that you need right now? And it's also for me, it's also about taking care of you, kind of the self-nourishment, giving yourself that love and that space to just be a human, okay? So that's also important. You also got the turtle or turquoise. And that is, of course, a symbol of slow and steady wins the race. And so they're asking you to be patient with this, is what I feel, okay? But I also hear that the rewards will come. You will get there. You will get there. You are getting there. Some of you are already there. But it's a matter of being patient. It's a matter of taking one thing at a time. It's a matter of taking one step at a time, and also appreciate the journey, as in appreciate where you are right now. Even though it might feel heavy, even though it might feel difficult, it's part of the journey. Okay? So it is about appreciating where you are and what you are kind of feeling and what you are as a human learning at the moment, and remember who you are, a spiritual being having a human experience, and this is part of the experience. Okay? So that's kind of what I feel with that. But the main message of this entire reading, number one, is keep on going. They love you. They love you so much. They are here with you. They never left you. They want to be they want to be your family, okay? So keep on moving through your life as the bright light that you are, with your forgiving heart, with your love, even in loneliness, if that's what you feel, with your grace, and just keep on shining that light that you are, the beautiful light that you are, number one, okay? So that was all I had for you. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked this reading. I wish you the very best moving forward. Until the next time I see you, number one. Bye for now. Okay, so removing these cards so we can move over to the next reading. Taking me a little bit of time today since my arm is still not 100% back. So just taking it easy. Okay. We have to remove that. Number 2. Okay, number 2. So if you pick this card and the copper crystal, then this is the reading for you. So I'm going to put it up here so it will be part of your reading. Now we're going to intuit this card with the word on it, okay? But I'm going to sink into the energies of this card, and I'm going to ask the angels and guides to come towards me and to help me to connect and to give the messages from them, okay? But let's look at the word is shape, okay? So let's sink into the image. Shape. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. So what I'm getting here, first of all, they want to say that you are the magician of your own life. You are the one who is shaping your own life. You as a spiritual being, not the ego, not the human part maybe, or the human maybe in together with your higher self, but it is your higher self that's kind of shaping your life here. So you as a magician, you as your higher self is the one with all the answers, okay? Now, what I also see with this is that you've been trying to shape something. You've been trying to form something. You've been trying to create something. And I see the eyes of this monkey, and I see it's kind of a blank stare. So what I feel with that is that you come to a point where you feel like, I don't understand why I'm doing this, or I don't understand what to do next, or why isn't this kind of giving something back towards me that I was hoping. It's a feeling I get of being a little bit stuck, okay? Now, the monkey is also, for me, a symbolism of someone who is very active and who is very doing a lot of stuff. But also someone who's doing monkey business. Okay, so it can be you have to kind of read it as it resonates with you. It can be read in many different ways. Okay, but the monkey can also represents the monkey mind, which is the ego overactive. So take that as it resonates with you. But the feeling I get with this is that it's something you're kind of blank. You're kind of at a spot where you were hoping for something else. You were hoping for things to turn out a different way. You're trying to shape, and you've done all you can. And right now it's like, okay, so now what? Where am I going now? So that's the emotions or feelings I get. But they are saying that you are the magician, though. Okay. So let us pull some more cards and see where this goes. So first, I want the angel cards. Yes, 2 of those. The Kyle Gray Angel Guides Oracle. So we're going to look at that and see what we get. So this is a different way of doing the pick a card reading today. I just wanted to try out something different where I kind of connect a little bit stronger with the angels and spirits. Okay, there was one that popped out here. Intuition and downloads, yeah. As I said, the magician, because I feel like you are in connection and you see and you create with your higher self, and you get the downloads. And but there is for some reason a feeling of stuckness here. But we'll get into it. Okay, number 2. So let's see here what else we get. I want to pull one more card of this angel cards. Angels, what messages do you have for number 2? Trust the universe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what I feel with that is that, yeah, and underneath the deck you get listen deeply. So this is kind of, for me, a very, you're not listening. You're not seeing things clearly. There's something that's blocking your vision here. Because you're kind of, I feel like you're kind of a little bit stuck in the rut here. That you're not moving forward for some reason, and you should, because you have all these cards here that says that you are intuitive and that you see things and you're connected, but maybe you're not trusting what you get. Maybe that's your problem, that you see things but you don't trust it. You're doubting yourself, you're doubting your own skill, or you're doubting your own connection. Maybe that's at least for some of you. Okay. But they're asking with this listen deeply, so they're definitely trying to tell you something here, number 2. Now, let us pull an oracle card as well from the Seasons of the Witch YULE edition. So let's see, oracle cards, do they have something more to say there? What else do we have, Spirit? Cardinal Medicine. Thyself bleeds of sacredness, an honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and all the skies and all the desires you hold inside. Okay, so that for me is about worthiness, feeling worthy. So maybe you are in a space right now where, as I said, you don't trust what you get because you don't trust yourself. Maybe because you feel like you're not worthy. You know, why should I be the one who makes this happen? Or, you know, why should people trust me and what I get? Underneath the deck, solstice. All hail the cunning truth in which it burns deep within roots. Rise above the ashes and claim the gods are awaiting your glory, your name. So, claiming kind of your spot here in the spotlight is what I feel. Yeah. But I also feel like for some of you, if this is not your connection with spirit, then it is the connection with your passion, with your drive, with your capability of creating is what I would feel. Because as I said, you've been trying to shape something, you've been trying to make something, you've been trying to create something special here, but you come to a point, maybe you're trusting your own skills all of a sudden, maybe you feel like this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and so why should I even bother, kind of situation. Okay, but what they're saying here is that you are worthy and you know what you're doing, and you should just keep on going is what I feel here. Rise above the ashes, they say here, and claim the gods are awaiting your glory, your name. So there is some sort of reward here at the end of all of this. But for some reason, I have a feeling that you're not seeing it right now. You just need a sip of water, just a second. But let us pull some tarot cards, some Christmas tarot. I still have a problem with my arm, so I can't really lift so much. So, but that's why I'm kind of having to shuffle a little bit outside the camera here. So let us see what we get. Wow, the world. The world awaits you, and it's also the world card is also something coming full circle, and I also see a circle as the shape here, so, and also circles here, so there might be something. I feel like there's just a little bit more, and then it's full circle though. I feel like it's almost there, but for some reason you're about to give up right before you kind of reach the finish line is what I feel here. And they're trying to reach you. They're trying to make you listen. So they might have been trying to tell you, you know, keep on going. You're almost there. So let us see what else we get. Yeah, Five of Cups. And Five of Cups is very, you know, the Five of Cups is a crying over spilled milk kind of, but it's also a card of sorrow. But in the original tarot, you see 3 spilled cups in front of the person, which the person is staring towards. And behind the person, there are 2 full cups that he or she is not seeing. So it is a card of seeing the silver lining. It is a card of, you know, yes, feel through whatever it is that you need to feel through. But remember, there's always something more. There's always something, you know, coming towards you. There's always other possibilities, other options, okay? So yeah, they're kind of telling you that there is still hope in this. You kind of just have to see it, and you have to keep on going. Underneath the deck, the Emperor, yeah. Okay, so you might have been a little bit stubborn in this, I must say, number 2. In your vision of how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look this shape because I've decided that that's the shape it's supposed to look like. But maybe it comes in a different shape. Maybe the answer is changing the shape a little bit, okay? Or maybe the offer that comes in will look different for you than you had imagined it to look, if this is a situation about an offer, okay? So I have to take that as it resonates with you, of course. Now, let us pull some Wishcraft cards as well. What else do you have for number 2, Spirit? Wait, there was one that just popped. And this is the back side of that card. And it says, Happy Puppet, I am enough. Wow. Okay, so this is very much about you not believing in yourself. You not believing that you're good enough, or that what you're doing is good enough, or that it's going to bring what you need. But they're telling you that you are on the right path here. They're telling you to just keep on moving, because whatever it is that you're doing is correct. Might need some adjustments, yes, but keep on going. And you use your intuition. Trust the universe, their messages, and trust that you are getting those messages. Listen to what they're trying to tell you, you know, and remember that you're worthy. And the world is your oyster here, okay? And the Emperor energy is not just being stubborn, but it's also you being on top of everything. You having that, how can I say that, that boldness and that knowledge and that strength to pull this off. Okay, so it is a matter of keep your eye on the ball a little bit here. Okay, keep on shaping, keep on going, and then I think this blank stare is going to disappear. And remember not to listen to your monkey mind, though. Mind you, the ego can drive this to be something that it's not. You know, it can tell you that you're not good enough. So don't let your monkey mind go there. I'm just going to pull a couple of charms in my hand because I can't lift the bowl. So I'm just going to lean down and pick a couple of charms for you guys. Just a moment. Okay, let's see what you got here. So, okay, I just have to put them down a little bit. You got a, it's the music sign. In Norwegian, we call it G-nøkkel. A G key is what we call it in Norwegian. I don't remember what the name is in English, I'm sorry. But it represents, of course, music. So maybe music can be a way in for you. Maybe music is a way for you to connect to your creativity, to your inner, to the spirits, right? To your angels. So see what music means for you in that sense. Now you got kind of a leaf here. So that's, of course, nature. How much time are you spending in nature? How much are you connecting with animals, nature? How much are you logging off, and so that you can connect? Okay, so I feel that belongs over here. Now you got the bopper as well, and that's for me kind of feeling like you just had the head above water. You know, you're kind of bopping up and down and up and down and up and down, and feeling like you're just above water. So that might be very significant with this card here. That I felt like you feel like, you know, that blank stare here. Where is this going? Where, you know, things aren't happening the way you wanted. So I get that with that. Now you also got the seahorse, and for me that's very lucky. That's a lucky symbol. And you know, also seahorses, they mate for life. So if this has to do with a relationship, I would say that things are definitely getting better with that little charm here. It tells me that whatever relationship you're you know, wanting, craving, pulling towards you, or currently in, is something that is worth hanging around for. Okay, but for me also the seahorse is a lucky symbol, and it's also, of course, water element, which is emotions. So it can be that you need to dive a little bit deep into your emotions as well. Have a look in your chest and stomach area if there's something down there that needs some light and contact from the universe. Maybe some love, motherly love from the universe. Okay, and that might also help you let go or release something. So that you can move into this world card here, where everything comes full circle, and where you start really creating and shaping and finding that right path. Okay, so I feel like that was pretty much all I had for you, number 2. I hope you liked this reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I wish you all the best moving forward, number 2. Till the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, so removing all of these so we can jump to the next reading. Okay, number 3. So if you picked this card with the amethyst donut crystal, then this is a reading for you. So I'm going to put it up here. Now, amethyst, of course, is very much a connection to spirit for me, but it's also a very healing crystal and very protective crystal, just to have that said. Now, I'm going to intuitively read this image together with the one word that I have been covering up here. Now, I'm going to ask my team to come closer and the angels, and so we get messages from them, and of course use my intuition in this matter, okay? Now let us see. It says fog. Now let us look at the image here. Okay, so I guess several things. So I just have to tell you what I get. So this can be read in many ways, and you must take what resonates with you, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what I see. Just going to try and use my left hand a little bit. It's not really up to date, but we'll see. So here, I actually see a horse with someone on it moving over a bridge towards something here. And it is like you have traveled far and you've come to this point here, and you're just kind of knocking on a door to wait until a gate opens, is what I feel. Okay, so that's might be significant for some of you. I'm also, of course, seeing the word fog, and I have a feeling of things are being fogged or things are not clear right now for some of you. But I also have this feeling of just stillness, okay? It might be, okay, yeah. Okay, so this is for some of you out there, and I just have to have it said. I feel like for some of you, you've lost somebody. Somebody has crossed over. And I see that stillness, that kind of pause, that kind of shock, if you will, right after somebody has passed, where everything, it feels like the whole world just stops and everything is just still. So that's for some of you out there. I just feel like that's just something I'm getting from them, okay? If that's you, you have all my love, and then they want to tell you that they're with you, okay? So anyways, I just needed to have that said. Okay, so but I'm feeling this stillness, this kind of stop, this kind of a winterly landscape where the snow is falling and everything is still, everything is silence, you know. It's and there's something about the color white as well. And for me, there was also very much about the color white in the reading number 1. So there might be something in the reading number 1 that you want to look at number 3, okay? So I also see kind of a water here with reflection. So for me, reflection, okay, so what I'm hearing them saying is the reflection in the water is the truth of what it is that exists. So I don't know if you kind of got what I meant with that or what they meant with that, but that's kind of what I was given. But for me, reflection is very much about, you know, your own reflection. How do you look upon yourself? That's one thing. But the other thing is that remember that the other person is you. And also a sense of what you see is what is the truth, is what I hear, because there is something about the truth is in the reflection. It's like, this is the world, and things are happening here, and people believe that, you know, things are a certain way, but when they look down in the reflection, all of a sudden they see the truth for what it is. Okay, so that was just something that came to me. So you have to take that as it resonates. So I'm going to leave that up here, and I'm going to pull some more cards. I just need a sip of water first. Okay, so I want to pull some angel cards, and I'm using the Kyle Gray Angel Guide Oracle. We're going to pull 2 cards from that deck. And then I have some other oracle cards, and we have some tarot, and we're going to pull just a couple of charms in my hand today since I can't lift the bowl. I can't lift the bowl with my left hand. Okay, so let's see Let's look at some angel cards. Okay, angels, what messages do you have for number 3, please? What messages do you have for number 3, please? Ask and receive. Okay. And one more, please. What else do we have? Intuition and downloads. Okay, yeah. So they're definitely asking you to connect here, and they're telling you that they have your answer. Ask them and you will receive. Use your intuition. You know, they have downloads for you. Underneath the deck, composure. Okay. And I see that person sitting in a meditative kind of position, being the magician here as well, putting down their sword, but the sword is also the sword of truth, and it's an angel. So there is some truth to be had here, and I feel like they have an answer for you. So you kind of need to connect and ask them what it is. Ask and you shall receive is what they're saying here. So if you're feeling like you're in the fog, if you're feeling like you can't find your way, they have the answer for you and they want to help you, okay? Yeah. So let us pull this oracle here, this YULE. Oh, there was one that just popped. Falling in love, okay. The thorns of roses rip open the heart only for thy petals to bleed into thy soul. Okay. So for some of you, this might be a love situation or a loving relationship that you are having questions about. So my feeling about it is that it's very positive. Okay, my feeling about this relationship is very positive, very steady. If you are the one that lost someone, I would say that your relationship was very steady and very deep. And then I would say they never leave you. They just turn into the energy and they never leave you. They are always here with you, and the connection that you have will never be broken ever. Okay, just to have that said for some of you that it was about maybe losing someone. Okay. But anyway, so this might be a loving relationship coming towards you. If you're single, then maybe it is a love connection as such, but it can also be friendship, or it can also be a family member reaching out, okay? But they are definitely telling you to connect. So there is something about you needing to connect, or you needing to get into your heart space and your spiritual, in order maybe to see this, or in order to receive it, or in order to kind of prepare for it maybe. There's something in that. Okay, bottom of the deck, offerings. I give to you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion is in exchange for your presence. Here I am gifting my essence. So that it's a gift for you here. It's a gift of love. It can be from spirit, it can be from a person, it can be from a friend. But there's definitely a gift of love. And if you're asking questions regarding work or a project or something like that, then there is some loving connections coming towards you, some offerings coming towards you, but they are asking you to connect with them first for some reason. Okay. Oh, there was one that just popped. 9 of Wands, the wounded healer. Okay. So you might have been in situations before where you got wounded, where you felt like things were heavy, where you felt like you were stuck a little bit here. But the positive thing about the wounded healer card, the 9 of Wands, is that it's just one away from the 10, and then you let down your burden. So for me, it's like you're almost there. Okay, it's just one more step. And the wounded healer is also somebody who sets up their boundaries. So maybe it's time to put down your boundaries a little bit and open up for this loving connection coming towards you. That might be something, number 3. Let's look at another card. 8 of Pentacles. So that's the skilled worker. Okay, so if this is a work situation, I would say that you definitely have the skills. So if you were doubting yourself, then this is a message that don't stop doing that, because you have the skills. You know what you're doing. And there will be gifts coming towards you. There will be a new offer coming towards you. But if this is not kind of a work-related thing, I would say that this is about that you have been working hard, okay? You've been working hard on your own development, on relationships, on the connection with spirit, fit this to where you are. And they are recognizing that now. Underneath the deck, the Hangman is a new perspective, okay? So either you're asked to gain a new perspective in the situation, or you have been in that limbo state to gain that perspective. So either you have been or you are invited into kind of maybe being in that limbo and allowing yourself to be in the fog a little bit in order to see the truth for what it is, okay? And connecting with them to see the truth for what it is. So I also want to pull real quick a Wishcraft card here for you. And then I'm going to pull a couple of charms in the end for you, number 3. So let's see what we get. Oh, beautiful. That's the back side. It says, time capsule. I have the confidence to be myself. Beautiful. So with that, they're saying that you are definitely good enough. And together with the 8 of Pentacles, you are good at what you do. You have that confidence within you. And if you feel like you're lacking it, then ask. Ask and you will receive is what they're saying here. But when they say that you have the confidence to be thyself, then I would say that it is within you. Maybe hidden, yes, but it is within you. Okay? So just tap into it. I'm just going to pull a couple of charms with my right arm here. Since I can't lift. Let's see what you get. Okay. Well, just a couple here. Just real quick. The infinity symbol. And that, of course, is for me, love, infinite love coming towards you. Maybe this relationship is going to be something that's very good for you. Now, this is about holding stuff together. So it can be that you are in need of holding something together, but, you know, you fit that to where you are. You got an instrument, so they're encouraging you to use music. You got a flower, which is a gift. It might be a rose coming from this love person. You got the seahorse, they mate for life. So again, this relationship, definitely something worth looking into. You got the star, wishing upon a star. And you also got a fairy here. So maybe you are connected with fairies, or you're invited to maybe go outside into nature and connect with fairies, is what I say with that. So that's pretty much all I had for you, number 3. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I wish you the very best moving forward, number 3. Thank you so much for being with me today. Until the next time, I see ya.